Hi, and welcome to our live broadcast on TV audiences. Today we'll be discussing topics around TV.
To begin with, the first ever televised face was on the 2nd of October in 1925. John Logie became the first person to achieve a televised image on a human face. His method of doing this was based on an optomechanical scanning with electronic amplification with display.
Televisions began to sell commercially within the UK in 1928 until 1934, and then in the year of 1940, all broadcasting was cut off due to the fear that the signals would help German bombers. All broadcasting was suspended until 1945, the 2nd of September, when World War II ended. However, in 1947, broadcasting was suspended temporarily again due to the fuel crisis after the backlash of World War II. From 1948, all broadcasting resumes and hasn't been suspended since.
The development of television has changed drastically. For example, in 1950, the first ever remote control was made. However, it could only allow you to zoom in and zoom out. Whereas in 2019, you can control your smart TV from your mobile phone using an app called Peel. There are many other apps that you can use as well as this. The remote allows you to do all sorts of things such as volume control, channel control, zoom in, zoom out, and display brightnesses.
Due to the development of media devices, they have become increasingly demanding to newer generations as they are easy to use and more appealing. Media devices are an easy way to get to understand your audiences when promoting a product. For example, when we accept cookies on certain websites, we're allowing companies to use what we are looking for as research, so that then they can make their products more likely to be wanted as they know what their audience wants.
Within the next 5 to 10 years, there will be a downfall of users with cable TV. Even though the amount of households with TVs are rising, this is actually due to people using smart TVs, using Netflix, Amazon, Now TV, YouTube, etc. This is because the younger generations are the largest consumers of media devices and prefer easy and instant content rather than repeated shows, long advertisements, and less interesting programs. These services are a fraction of the price of cable TV, which is obviously a better option for most people. Furthermore, there will be most likely become a subscription for cable TV so that you can perhaps choose which channels you see, and same goes to advertising.
The easiest way for a company to promote their product to the right consumer is by using demographics to ensure that they're selling the right product to the right customer. Otherwise, the consumer won't be appealed by the product.
Demographics are constantly being used for advertisements within cable TV. However, as the years go by, less and less people are using it, and so advertisements are becoming longer for consumers of cable TV, which makes less appealing as people don't want to have to wait.
The hydrodermic needle theory is the method of influencing a very large number of people directly yet passively by injecting them with appropriate messages to trigger a desired response.
Due to the rise of this in TV and radio from the 1930s, the method of the hypodermic needle came into effect in 1938 when the radio dramatisation of the science fiction came into a film called War of the Worlds, and this was by H.G. Wells and was performed like a contemporary news broadcast, a technique that had been used to heighten realism and dramatic effects. However, every audiences, they'd listen to it, and the stimulation from this news broadcast occurred around every 40 minutes. And some people concluded that it was in fact a real account of an invasion from Mars. And so people began to panic and scatter, and they, ran away from home, things like that, and they wasn't sure what to do.
The hydrodermic needle theory became a very easy and powerful way to change people's behaviour towards certain topics within the 1940s. And from then, we began to understand the use of propaganda so that we're not tricked into believing certain things.
And there's this idea of a cultivation theory, and it's that over a period of time, and they are repeatedly exposed to television, it can subtly change the viewer's perceptions of reality. Now, however, George Gardner first implemented this idea to viewers within 1969. However, he did not encounter the long-term effects, he just took in the short-term effects, as they could find this in lab experiments. After a while, Gardner proposed that a repeated exposure to media cultivated the belief that the message conveyed by the media applied to the real world. As people's perceptions are shaped by media exposure, their beliefs, value, and attitudes are shaped as well. In conclusion, TV is becoming extremely modernised and is adapting to its audiences as they expand.